So as we start off to paint the locomotive green, one thing that I'll point out that happens quite frequently is I realize that the top of the cab needs to be orange and the front needs to be orange. And that can actually happen quite a bit in my drawings. So if you ever realize that you're doing that where you're getting ready to work on the green section or whatever, always take a moment and pause and say, oh, whoa, the top of that needs to be orange. And it's very easy, especially when there's a top that's green, there's a cab that's orange, a cab that's white or yellow. It's good to just take a moment to pause. Sometimes I even put a little mark that says, remember the cab's white, remember the cab's orange. Okay, so let's trim with ballpoint. And actually, a black ballpoint's perfectly good once green gets this dark. We can trim on here. And along here. And I recommend that you work quite a bit more slowly, meticulously. I'm just sort of showing you my basic method. How I trim, but there are all kinds of details that I even double check and go back and recheck, refill in. Because actually it's in double checking things and refilling around things that you really get a lot of the crisper details of engines. That actually would almost be hard to show in a video, is how to really touch up and get the crisp details of a drawing. As I mentioned, the steps are white, so you kind of want to get around them. That actually has taken a lot of practice too, because you want the steps to really kind of have a nice clean crispness to them, versus like the older locomotives from the definitely 1960s, and where the step area was just sort of one color. The steps were all painted either maroon or black or dark blue or... Okay, Well, with that, what we're going to do is this green is so dark that we'll put down like a base color, like maybe this sepia brown. And at first it kind of has this. This is about as good of an example of mixing two colors. And go around the steps, kind of nice and tight. Sometimes what you might want to do is when you're going to put a color like that down, is put the sepia there, and then the top color is going to be this teal blue, which is the real base green. See, this teal blue is really the green that makes BN green, BNSF green. So when we put this one on, you'll see it starts to change into, and actually we might almost even put warm gray into it. This is basically the color I use for wheels, this warm gray 60. Okay, now why don't we sometimes when you're blending colors, you just kind of keep blending them until get them to where you want them. And then we should do, probably put this card down because it's pretty wet. Yes. Actually probably be doing this, a lot of this with the ballpoint pen. And don't hesitate to use a black ballpoint pen for this. Very little, if any, of the yellow is going to stand out. There'll just be hints of it. And actually the hints of it kind of make it give the and then here's even a green pen we want. We can go over the 1603. The thing about it is green pens a lot of times don't have quite as much oomph. That's why in like actual logos and stuff. And here I'll probably paint the wheels. Actually, we should touch up the handrails. And put the and sign their name. All right, and there's a BNSF SD40-2. And let me know what other locomotives you'd like to see drawn. Thanks so much.